Good morning, family. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone is having an amazing Christmas Eve. I hope that you all have an amazing Christmas holiday with your families as well. Obviously, if you do celebrate it. Yeah, you probably noticed I'm speaking a little bit more quieter today just because we have a load of family members over downstairs. So trying to keep the noise down. Obviously, I like to raise my voice a little bit. So if I'm a bit quiet, that is the reason why. But yeah, let's get straight into the dollar. It is the 24th of December. It's Christmas Eve, so expect the markets to be a lot slower than usual. That's what I'm preparing for today. I don't think I'm going to trade, of course. I don't think I'll participate in any trades. I was more so wanting to take a trade yesterday if it, gave itself, but it just didn't. Um, so yeah, let's jump into it. So as you guys can see, as always, we will start on the US dollar. So currently right now we're between this 4 hour higher low and this 4 hour higher high, and we've had an internal 1 hour break of trend, change of trend. So currently right now, within the 1 hour, we are within this 1 hour high and 1 hour lower low. So obviously what we're expecting is firstly, number one is we want to see this whole candle here rebalanced. There's a lot of imbalance there. So we would like to see the markets, come down to rebalance this whole situation here. So that is my first thought with the dollar. So with that being said, what can we see currently? Well, currently what we can see is, let me just get rid of this 1 hour supply area. You'll be able to notice that we had this 4 hour supply area and we did come up slowly and tap into this 4 hour supply. Now, I would have liked to see a deeper retracement into the 1 hour supply. Why? Because as you guys can see right now, we've just created equal highs. So with them equal highs, what is equal highs? What is equal lows? It is liquidity. So what most people will be doing is most people will be looking to sell. So I think what we can, potentially see is the market come up above these equal highs here and tap into this 1 hour supply area. And then with that being said, I think that's when we will get the real move to continue this downwards. So that is what my predominant thought is for the 1 hour perspective. Because like I said, I want to see the markets come and rebalance this if possible, but also understand that obviously, yes, we're in this leg here. But if you look at the actual trend, internal trend, we've got obviously a downwards trend here, lower low, lower high, lower low, we come back up, we come back down, create a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So as you can see right now, we are playing out of this demand level here. So if I just get rid of this, you'll be able to see that we are currently playing out of this demand, one second, this demand area here. So with that being said, it's probably more of a 2 hour demand area. If I just drop up to the two, yeah, you'll be able to see it's more of a 2 hour demand area that we are playing out of. So with that being said, of course, we have to play that into obviously our thinking. So if we are currently right now expecting a dollar to go up to here, we are obviously understanding that the demand is in control. So for me personally, if I was to drop down on any time frames, I'll be looking for the dollar to just continue this upwards, and then I would want to see an internal change of trend within the lower time frame. I'd want to see something where we get a double break, and once we get that double break, so let's say we get one change of trend and then another break structure, that would then confirm to me that the dollar would potentially be coming all the way down to potentially rebalance this and catch this as liquidity. So that is my first thoughts for the dollar. Now let's go to GBP USD. And you're able to see that GBP USD, if we look at this right now, you obviously have to expect it. But we are just ranging. We are ranging because look at all these 1 hour candles. Obviously, with the Christmas holidays coming up, don't expect too much movement just like this or just like this. So again, same as pretty much yesterday, we are in our 4 hour range. So our 4 hour range is obviously from this circle here to this circle here. So again, we've got our, I don't know why it says higher high. It's meant to say lower high, but we've got our 4 hour lower high and our 4 hour lower low. So again, what happened is the market come above 50%, tapped into our supply area, and then started to move away from this area. Once we do create Once we do tap into a lower high, sorry, a supply zone like this, we obviously expect the market to break a next position. So, of course, our predominant thoughts for me anyway should be sells. But again, you've got to play what you see. So, if you notice this, we haven't tapped into the deeper part. We still have some sort of imbalance that we could potentially come back into. But again, that's just for another time. We're not really interested in that. So let's focus on what we're doing right now. Well, right now we've got this 1 hour higher high, and obviously this is our 4 hour lower low. This was our 1 hour low that we broke yesterday. So if you look at the internal trend, you'll be able to see that we created higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. It was meant to be, and then we come up, created a lower high, and then we broke this 15-minute internal change trend. Then we had this break, which was our second. So there's one break and there's our second break, which give us more confidence that this could go down. So if you're looking at the dollar right now, I would like to see a rebalance into this, filling this imbalance, and then continue this trend downwards. So that is my predominant thought for GBP USD. So that is what I would like to see currently. Obviously, understand that we are still in this 1 hour demand. So if we do carry on and we don't get that internal break, then it's just most likely because of this 1 hour and 4 hour demand areas that we both have, that we all have here, which then could go and rebalance up and continue the trend. So understand you've got to play both. We want to see that internal change of trend, similar to this one where you've gone up and created, you've had one break and then that could give you the confidence, and then the second break is here. So that's what that's why we would like to see this continue down and with the overall trend. So that is what I've got for GU. Let's move over to EU. EU is a bit more trickier because we would like to see the EU come up into this 4 hour supply area, which is our predominant thought. That is what I would like to see personally. But of course, right now, we reacted from here. Like we come up halfway and we haven't fully come into this 4 hour supply area or this daily supply area. So what I want to see from EU is obviously we've got this 1 hour higher low, this 1 hour higher high. So we're in this 1 hour demand right now. We can tell that we took the low of this and then we had a little bit of bullish momentum. We had a little bit of bullish momentum, but nothing major. And we're still consolidating at this moment. We're still in this little consolidation patch. So EU is not something that I've been looking at all. But what we can do is if we can see a potential to obviously get up here, which I doubt it, we could just potentially react from this supply area here. We could react from, anywhere between these. If you probably go to the 4 hour, it might be a bit clearer. Yeah, let's just say either these two or this one candle here. Let's refine it to this. So you probably see us react from this 4 hour supply area. It's not giving me the confidence because this is a 1 hour trend. This is a trend on the internal, sorry, and we haven't mitigated the supply area. So for me, I'm not happy enough to take this 4 hour supply. I would rather see it come higher. And so my only thinking in regards to taking sells would be if we come up and we have a break of this. If we have a break of this, then I would look to participate in this. But this is my predominant thought for sells at this moment in time. So EU, I'm going to stay far, far away from it because it looks ugly. Let's see what else we have got. NU is pretty similar. We want to rebalance this market. We've got a little trend line liquidity here. So I'd like to see us come up into the further parts. And obviously the 1 hour right now, we have from this low to this high, and we are currently reacting out of this 1 hour demand area. As you can see, if you look at the trend, you'll be able to see that we are currently still downtrending on the 15-minute. So I would like to see a break of this, and then you can maybe participate. And if we can get a second break, then 100% you want to participate to carry this upwards. So thoughts for NU is 100% looking for the buyers currently as we speak, but waiting for this internal trend to basically change. Look, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. This one's now not created a lower low. So this could be the change where we do break above. And if we do get a break above this, I'd be looking at longing this upwards. And it's going to be the exact same for AUD USD. AUD USD is exactly the same as obviously NU. You'll be able to notice that we are, let me just zoom this in. We are currently in between this 1 hour range here. We've got this 1 hour lower, higher low and this 1 hour higher high. So with that being said, we need to see obviously either a change to be looking for sells, but right now we need to prioritize from a 1 hour perspective buys. So currently right now we're tapped into this deeper 15-minute 1 hour demand area that we have. I want to see this high broke. If we can get this high broke, I would then be confident enough to participate in looking for a long in this area to carry this trend up. So that is my predominant thoughts, because if we look at the trend right now, you'll be able to see that we've literally created lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high. This should have created a lower low, it hasn't. So with that being said, we have obviously our previous lower high, and this is our lower low. So with that being said, I would want to see that be broke, and that's confirmation number one. To then obviously participate and carrying this on upwards. So keep an eye out for NU. If you want to set your alerts for this high here, make sure you do that before you jump away from the charts. Now let's get into USD CHF and USD CAD. So USD CHF, yesterday we had this 4 hour, but it was more of a 1 hour supply area, but we broke above this, which confirms to me that we are still in this bullish uptrend. And the reason we're in this bullish uptrend and why should be more confident now is because our overall trend from the 4 hour is bullish anyway. If you remember, we have obviously created our 4 hour higher high, higher low, higher high. This is now being confirmed as our higher low. Well, it is going to be if we break above this. If we break above this high, if we break above this high and have a break of structure, this is our valid higher low. So currently right now, you'll be able to notice that it was last week where I give this 4 hour demand area out, and we are reacting perfectly from that. So let's just see what we can see. So as you guys can see, let me get rid of this. We had a liquidity sweep, and then we come back down and we reacted from this last two positions to carry on this trend up. It would have been a nice trade if we could have caught, let's say it would have been from the top of this. Yeah, it would have been a nice trade so far, probably around a 1 to 4 almost, yeah, which is a decent enough trade. But yeah, that is pretty much what we can see. If you look at the internal structure, we've obviously created lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low, come back up, and then we started to trend. Sorry, that was a lower low. We didn't finish above this, below this, and then we started to carry on this trend upwards. So my thoughts now for USD CHF is currently, I want to be looking at, okay, where is the market currently reacting from? Well, the market's currently reacting from this candle here. So from a 1 hour perspective, the demand is still in control. So this is our 1 hour demand area that is in control. We have now just basically breaking above this. So if we get another break of structure from a 1 hour and we finish above this, then obviously we can expect a pullback. So you can expect a high pullback and then carry this trend on upwards. So that would be what I would keep an eye out. There's no real supply areas, either here that I would be confident enough with taking sells from. So for me, USD CHF at the moment, this is our 1 hour higher low, this is our 1 hour higher high, and we are currently breaking above. So looking to continue this trend on the upside. Let's go over to USD CAD. USD CAD looks a lot more cleaner. Just to clarify with the USD CHF, I wouldn't be taking USD CHF because of how ugly it is compared to the US dollar and also USD CAD. So if you look at the USD CAD that we've got our 4 hour higher low and our 4 hour higher high. So what we mentioned is when we trade, we want to see our 4 hour in alignment, our 1 hour in alignment with our 4 hour. So let's say right now this our 4 hour higher low and our 4 hour higher high, which is here and here. We understand that the 1 hour is going to be trading downwards, and we need to see a shift in order to understand that the 4 hour and the 1 hour is in alignment. Now, as you can see from USD CHF right now, if you look at the downtrend that we was creating, you'll be able to see that we had our downtrend here. And now currently we're just in this range. We reacted from this supply area, which I give it out. So what we would like to see, of course, is we would like to see this trend carry on to the downside. But obviously, 4 hours in control. So one thing that I want you to understand is because the 4 hour trend is in control, if we look at, let me get rid of this. If we look at where we're at currently with USDC, USD CAD, if we need the dollar to go up, we obviously expect the USD CAD to go up. So yes, we're reacting from this 4 hour supply. Now this hasn't broke this low, which for one is a problem for me. Now also in a 15-minute, we've had a change of the trend. So if you look at this, we would have had a pullback, little pullback, and we've had a change of trend, and then we've tapped back in lower, and now we've had another change of trend. So from the 15-minute standpoint, I would be waiting for a pullback to look for buys in regards to this whole leg here. So this would be my 15-minute, 1 hour demand area that I would like to see carry on upwards. That's what I would like to see. To take out, what do we have here? Trendline liquidity. So trendline liquidity, that is what I would like to see. Let's have a look at, let's have a look here. Yeah, you can just see we've got trendline liquidity. Even if you just put it here, you'll be able to notice that it's a lot more clearer probably from this standpoint. So yeah, that is what I've got for the USD CAD. One break, two break, let's go for it. This is my demand area that I would like to see met. And that pretty much leaves with GJ and EJ, which is the two last pairs. I'm not going to go into detail because GJ looks horrible. It's literally moved as slow as my nan. If you look at this right now, this whole area is something that we don't want to participate in. So with that being said, obviously we don't want to take any longs or shorts from this area. Okay. So obviously we want to Lou. Oh, thank you very much. So obviously we don't want to take any, sorry about that. Any longs or shorts on this area. We want to see obviously either a break above or a break below. I would like to see us continue downwards, to be fair. But yeah, GJ, we're not interested at all. EJ, pretty much the same. I want to see this whole thing rebalanced. We're in this 1 hour lower high, 1 hour lower low. So for me, what I want to see is a break, and continue downwards. So that is my thoughts. This is my first break that I would want to see to participate here. And then my second break would be this one. And I would also then fully be happy with selling EJ. So that is my predominant thoughts. We are currently reacting out of this 1 hour supply area, but we need to see a break. We need to see a break, and then you could be more confident enough to participate in selling this downwards to rebalance this whole leg here. So yeah, guys, that is what I have got going into the festive holidays for the pairs I usually trade. So if you've got any sort of knowledge at all, any sort of value, should I say, please feel free to drop a comment below, like the video, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give us a follow on Instagram. You can find my links in my bio on here. But other than that, guys, I hope you all have an amazing Christmas day tomorrow with you and your families. Enjoy yourselves and refresh and rebalance yourself for the markets to go crazy in 2025.